Christy Sports got its start in 1958 in Denver, and now they have locations everywhere, including 4 here in the Vail Valley. And here to talk to me about all things Christy Sports is Jeff Evans. Good morning, Jeff.
How you doing?
Good. I've got a question for you. Seeing as you are an expert skier and have raced for many years, can you also teach skiing?
You know, for a long time, I actually coached skiing. So it's a little bit different than, you know, actually teaching somebody the fundamentals. Usually the people that would come to me were, you know, a little
you were
better.
taking them up to another, a higher level.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just wondering, because it seems to me it's a different skill set that even incredible skiers maybe aren't able to pass along how they do it.
Well, you know, once again, I think, you know, there's certain ways to get your point across. But now I kind of do it with equipment. You know, I help people become better skiers by making sure they have the right equipment.
And the equipment has really changed so much over the years.
It's incredible. You know, we were just talking the other day in the shop about like all the skis that used to be, and there's skis. You know, we used to ski on skis that were 68, you know, 72 underfoot, and now it's 105. You know, so it's changed dramatically. But I brought this Fisher boot in with me, and this particular boot is, this is technology right here. So this boot, basically, you know, old school, what they did is they would fit the shell, and then they would put your foot in the liner, and they would put stuff, foam or silicone or something like that, in the liner to make it custom fit to your foot. Now what we do is this particular boot, we heat the plastic, and then we actually press it to your foot, so you can't get a more exact, comfortable fit than this. And then that, coupled with a custom insole, this is basically support for your foot. So instead of standing maybe on 2 or 3 points, you actually have a longitudinal arch and a metatarsal arch, and your foot's kind of like a tripod. This covers your whole foot so that you can steer fore and aft while you're skiing.
You know, with skiing, there's a lot of equipment and there's a lot of things you can't do without. But for me, if I'm in uncomfortable boots, it's like the worst thing. And it's going to affect everything else that I do. Well,
you know, your boots are probably, they're the most important part because they're the link from you to the ski. So you want to have a comfortable boot, but also you want to have a boot that allows you to perform. And that's the big thing. You know, at Christy Sports, one of the things that we try to do is give you the equipment to enhance your ability. So we want to make you a better skier.
So if you are on a beginner skier, you're going to be skiing in a different type of boot than an advanced skier. Doesn't it, the boot get tighter and less flexible the more advanced you become?
Yeah, to a certain degree. You know, when you're like a never ever, we like to fit those folks for comfort because, you know, once again, you want to be warm, you want to have fun, and we want you to come back. You know, it's also my job to perpetuate skiing. So, you know, we don't want to fit you in a race boot and have you go out and go, oh, my toes are cold, or I'm banging the front of the boot. You know, we'll try to, you know, listen to what you got to say and then fit you accordingly.
So you guys are located 4 locations throughout the valley. I'm assuming you're now open every day.
Every day, yes.
And you can sell people things, you can rent them, and you have an incredible selection of clothing as well.
Yep, we do. We have an incredible selection of clothing. The Avon store is just chock full of some really cool stuff.
Thank you so much for coming in, Jeff.
Sure.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, we've got your weather forecast.